ChatGPT just announced that its App Store is officially open to developers. This is a big deal. ChatGPT has over 800 million weekly users, which instantly make it one of the biggest opportunities for creators and developers today. The crazy part, building this app is actually really easy. With tools like Fractal, you can build and deploy a ChatGPT apps in under 15 minutes. So the hard question isn't how to build, it's what should you build? So today I want to give you 3 ways to think about what kind of ChatGPT app that you should make. First, apps that take advantage of ChatGPT's context. This is probably the most underrated category. A great example is Instacart. I often use ChatGPT to do my weekly meal plan, and then after that, just follow up with get all of these ingredients from Instacart for me. It do instant checkout. I don't have to copy every single ingredient one by one. The app already understands the entire conversations and pick just the right ingredients to buy for me. That is powerful. Here's another example from something I built myself. I use ChatGPT app all the time to write YouTube title and description. So I built an app that generates YouTube cover photos for me. Instead of opening a separate app and figuring out how to prompt it, I can just type, make a YouTube cover photo. The app already knows the context, the title, the tone, the audience, and the kind of photo that I need to generate. No extra prompting required. App in this category usually fall into a few buckets. First, display conversation content in a very specific format, like turning text into table, charts, and graphs. Second, exporting conversation content into files like invoices, reports, or slide decks. Third, taking actions on conversation content, like booking appointments, shopping for items, and scheduling tasks. A good rule of thumb is if you ever open a new browser tab just to copy something to ChatGPT, that would probably be a ChatGPT app. The second category, apps that take advantage of ChatGPT inference. By inference, I mean letting ChatGPT generate content. So a great example is this trivia apps that I built. It looks like a normal trivia app, but the questions are generated by ChatGPT itself. Every single time I play, it creates a brand new set of questions. I can add it for sport trivia, music trivia, or something super specific like Pokemon trivia. This completely refresh a classic game. You can apply this idea to so many things. Game where ChatGPT generates the content, game where ChatGPT acts as another player or a judge, experiences where ChatGPT can add personality, commentary, or humor. One of the ideas I really love is a Pictionary game where ChatGPT is the judge and not only give the score but also funny commentary while scoring my drawing. Another big mindset shift here is instead of putting ChatGPT inside your app, can you put your app inside ChatGPT? It's app in chat instead of chat in app. But why would you want to do this? Well, because ChatGPT has nearly 1 billion users. That's built-in distribution. If you build an app alone, you have to fight for discovery. But if you build an app for ChatGPT, discovery is already happened inside of the platform. That leads me to the third category, apps that take advantage of ChatGPT distribution. This is where things get really, really interesting. When the App Store launched, there was only 6 million iPhones. ChatGPT already have 900 million users. The scale here is massive. If you're not building on ChatGPT, you're missing out on a huge growth opportunity. And if you already have a well-loved product, a great strategy is to identify 1 to 2 simple, high-value use cases that work really well in conversation. Once users hit the limit of what they can do in chat, that's when you guide them to your main product. Photoshop is a great example of this category. The Photoshop app let you do simple things like removing a background. But if you want to do like advanced editing, it naturally leads you to the full Photoshop experience on the web. So you can think of ChatGPT as your front door, not the entire house. Speaking of implementing this app, one mistake that I see a lot, especially from experienced web developers, is that they usually think in web interface, not in conversation. ChatGPT isn't a website, it's a conversation. That's why we build Fractal. Fractal help you think in conversation first. Instead of describing the app, you describe how the app fit in the conversation. For example, I just made a Suno clone from Fractal, and instead of say, hey, let's build this app for me, I say, I want to build an app. I want the interaction to be like this. Me, create the lyric for this song for me. ChatGPT is gonna create the lyrics, and then I want to type, hey, turn this into a song for me. ChatGPT uses the info I requested and call Music GPT API to create the music. After that, you can preview the app directly in the IDE and deploy it with just one click. I hope this video inspired you to build a ChatGPT app. Let me know in the comment what you plan to build, and I will see you in the next one.